What's up, this is Dan, the Bigfoot Man. I've caught over 20 Sasquatches in a year.
Yeah.
Any other Sasquatch at the tree, his face turns out, see him right there? There's two of them. One with their arm and one with his face. And there's three of them within 30 feet of me.
Yeah.
This is a real situation. And I sat there with them for like 3 hours, folks. You're about to see his face right there. See his hair? Everything else is undeniable, totally true, total proof. You see his nose, his eyes? There's another one. This guy's sneak up on me. I heard him coming up on me. That's why I filmed him. There's another one that was in some kind of cloaking thing.
A big figure. It's like a ghostly.
There's another one on the other side. It was a crazy situation.
That's pretty dark.
The knock around, guys.
Oh, you got
this video is crazy, folks.
Pop again. That thing is weird. Oh no. Pile on the side of there. Wow. Blue. Blue. What the heck?
Those were the first couple snaps and pops for at least 2 hours. You can see the arm and the other guy, they're within 20 to 30 feet of me. And I just pretended not to see them. But this guy, the Cinnamon.
1, 2, 3.
So knock around, guys. Alright, now in this part of the video, I told him I won't tell him my pain or my fears or anything else. And I was sitting down the trail for about 2 hours. I sit with him as one of my methods. But anyhow, I told him I had a pain, and this light comes shining through the canopy and shines right on my chest, right where my shoulder was at. And you can see this light on video. And this is right before I seen the Sasquatches. Now, when I sat in there for 2 hours, and I usually follow sticks and formations. This one I didn't do that. I just knew they were there, and sometimes that happens when you're in the forest. But this part shows part of their magic. And this light beam, these rays, you don't really catch. And I also gifted them. I like double folded or three folded a leaf to make it look like a flower, and I like cut the sides of it and put one leaf in the sides of another leaf by cutting the sides of the leaves, and I stuck them together like a flower, and I stuck it in this little stick that was like halfway like carved out right in front of me. And when they came up, well anyways, I was out there for 2 hours when this happened. When they came up, I was hearing them knock and went on for about 2 hours. I have a certain different ways of responding back and forth with them. You can't really see all that on video because you weren't there for 2 or 3 hours. But when I left, after all this, I threw something at it. I left the gift, and I thought I could hear him like a dog, like running besides me. And it was raining. And like right at the instant that I got my car and drove across the bridge, that rain was like double downpouring right across the first water bridge that I crossed on my way out. And then it saved me on getting out and seemed to understand me, but I don't want to push my luck. I don't want to push my luck at all, but this is real footage when they're powers. So in here you're going to see a light shining through the trees. You're going to see a rainbow leaf right in front of it. You're going to see the hair of a Sasquatch. You're going to see the arm of the linebacker thing that everybody describes. And you're going to see the whole thing on my channel on Dazzle You. Hey, what's up, this is Dan the Bigfoot Man. I've caught over 20 Sasquatches in a year. And I don't know what to think when everybody's watching kitty forts and 30 million people. Maybe this democratic thing of money was too soon. But it is a free democracy. So as we go on, I was always told, that if somebody posts UFOs, that, you get 1 million views. And yet, some of these guys have been debunked. This guy was a teacher and used it and got recorded the Sierra Nevada tapes from 1970 and put it on his video. Skunk Ape Man was debunked. These people, I don't know what they're doing. Stories of, yeah, that comes in and that's great and all. But what happens when somebody really sees one and all these people are all on these other channels and it starts to get to you, but I've been trying to really let it go. And I've come out with some really good videos. I've tried to overdo it sometimes and I see my mistakes, but I know the footage is there really. So what you really want to see, as I put in my titles, I zoom it in, I do everything else. So what is all that really all about? Are they like demanding that we start paying money for Google ads just to get a video in? Because this 20 high schools, I've been seeing this trend come along a lot with students and everything else. But anyhow, we all like what we like. And I just want to tell you this story is a real story. Now, let me just try to bring you into this whole thing. I went to this hotspot. It's near Ocala. And usually I follow sticks and formations, but they're knocking around, and I kind of call and response back in different ways. But I do it lightly. I don't do real loud ones. I don't knock with a baseball bat or anything like that. But I do know how to kind of get into it. And it's kind of like the more interest you're showing them. I mean, I'm sure what they thought was like, how do you know about us? When they finally came up to me and was wondering. And the one that it looked like it just got out of bed, you can see his hair all up above. The other guy's linebacker arm, and then the cinnamon one. Now, apes, they known to sit in circles and sit around each other. And I was sitting, and one of my methods is to sit for a long time. And like I said, I saw the ray beams shine in. I was just telling them, I said, I won't bring you my problems, I won't bring you my fears. I'm in pain, and I'm sorry about all this. And then this laser light shone through the sun, through the canopy, and hit my arm right when I was saying that. So it kind of brings in their special powers. It kind of shows the fact that they do get closer to you. It kind of shows that there's a linebacker arm. It kind of shows that there is a cinnamon one. It shows a lot of research, but everybody's going well, how does he do it that we don't know how to do it? It's all about your thinking, folks, and how you're feeling and what you really, really want to do. And I just get totally emotional about the whole thing because I don't know if I should be excited, I should be mad, or I should be adventurous, or what. I should let go. And I did do all that, and I let go, and I'm still seeing them like they're almost coming up to me. So all I got to tell you, folks, is I got a real bad situation. I've been with anybody for over 10 years, single. I'm about to go on Facebook and change my life and tell you, who I am. I've done a whole lot of cool things in my life, and it always just seems like, I'm not that one guy that just can make a post and it gets some 1,000 views in high school, but yet I'm just popular for being the person that I am. And once I started taking cover, I was dead, and then things just kind of stopped me. But I really was, I was, and I've done a lot of things. So anyways, while I was in there and they're knocking around, I'm knocking back and forth, you can see that the skies has a leaf that's the part of the leaf is rainbow. They often cover up one eye. I have entities, real photographs. I know some of my viewers really encouraged me, and I appreciate that. My whole wish really is just that one person would just see it in my eyes and say, cool. Why are you saying this? Why you see that? Why you see this? Why is your video like that? Why are you being like this? And I said one word about somebody being democratic and 30 million people being on a view and everybody's uptight. Give me a break, dude. Let's get down to reality that there's several Sasquatch right in front of you. Okay? Let's just break your whole thoughts, in an instant. And let you know that I've been there and I walked out with them and I sat there with them and I can almost continue to do that. And they almost will walk up to me and talk to me more than some people will, because people are like that these days. And I hate to be like that, but it's the truth. Because that's what I see when I post the video. So these people distribute, the information, everything else, whatever else it gets into. I can write articles about all that. I can do all of that. And I can be a glorious person, and I can share my life with you all. But all I really want is let you know that after all my sightings, that Dan, the Bigfoot Man's all right. That he's all right. That he's still there. I'm not trying to be a big controversy, because all they're going to do is build 30-foot fences, knock down 20 million acres of land, change all the creeks, burn down the forests, and do everything else. Which has already happened, and I've only done it in 1 year. So... that's the reality. And the reality, beyond that reality is what I'm seeing, and the reality is what I'm experiencing. And there's the reality of what you're experiencing. Like, I'm trying to show you, like, what I have, and I'm trying to do my best. It doesn't always pan out. So I just want you to appreciate, Hey, what's up, This is Dan, the Sasquatch Man. I just want you to know that I'm alright, but I'm also very emotional. When 30 billion people are watching, a guy make a putt or a kitty fort, and you have UFOs, while everybody else says, well, we posted UFO footage and we got 1 million views, and then some other ones got debunked, it kind of gets to you, because these are real Sasquatches. Like, this thing was like within 15 minutes. So it's just kind of, the way I am, it's like the more and more people do that, like, it's almost like the more and more they want to come out and see me. I mean, it's getting that bad. And when you get over 20, and the numbers of 20 Sasquatches, and more of them talk to me than they do you, these guys were knocking around. You could see his arm muscles underneath. You could see his hair going on. They kind of go like that. They can change. Like, you see, like, this great kind of skin that can change red and black and gray and stuff like that. Their hair is effervescent, sees through, so the light's real hard to see them. They make formations. There ought to be two. The one guy was stuck it underneath the guy's arm, like his arms, where the cinnamon guy was. They're all within 15 to 30 feet of me, all three of them. And also, when you sit down, they make seats. So maybe they're kind of conjugating with me and sitting down around me. Another ape feature. So you got colors. Nobody else knows about that. I do. You have the big teeth. It have some of them have these eyes like. They look like one eye, like a cyclops, and this looks like there's a hole in their head, almost like you can stick your hand into a hole. Those are some different kinds. There's a lot of different kinds. There's no classification, so I can say it's Bigfoot. And it's not a thing to sell. This is like really real. It's just like a cool thing, video. That's what I want. You don't have to go out there and say, well, because I have millions of viewers, that you got to sell a Yeti cooler. I mean, this is like Sasquatch stuff, and I've been classifying them. I've been doing things. I've been telling you stuff about them that not even the Bigfoot guy knows, not even the skunk ape guy knows. And they're literally shaking their heads too. So just let me tell you that. Okay, so I see things a little differently, and I take on their knowledge and my stuff too, and I'll totally admit, I totally appreciate all their help and the guidance the whole way through. It's been a complicated situation with everything going on in the world. So as more and more people command me and say, oh, what the heck are you talking about? Even though I show you for 2 minutes, then I say one word about them and the COVID thing or whatever, and people dying, and they're all, man, what are you talking about? This isn't true. But yeah, they can say everything about you, and I'm not with that commanding mentality that so many voters had tried to instill on people. I mean, I'm really not with that kind of stuff, I mean, I'm just a normal type of guy. I've been with anybody for 10 years, and it's getting really, really bad that when I go out and there's more Sasquatch and I see all this negativity with people, what's always been around. And the whole thing is about your thinking. Maybe they're vegetarians. People say they're meat eaters. They say they can't swim. They eat fish. Maybe they're in the rivers fishing and swimming all day long and catching fish and eating off of the palms and palmetto leaves. And everybody says that they're meat eaters and they need all this land when they're right up here in your parks. And when they're building 30-foot fences higher, cutting down all your forests to build houses, alternating creeks and streams just to hire some more Republican, forest rangers. I mean, the whole thing just sounds kind of curious that their families that have been instilled with the mining, with the lumbering, with the whole thing, that people are connected, and that these things can like universally know about that and know who you are. Now think about that. Now I always said to myself a long time ago that I would never, ever, ever, go against the word of God and instill me in my life. And I never heard in my life so much negativity back on towards me. And I try to let it go. But yet, when I go back and say other things publicly or to other people, they say, oh, this and that. Yeah, I say the same thing back to them, and they don't like it. So people don't like that when you say back to them what they just said to you. And you expose them. And that's what's happening more and more on video. And that's what the truth is. So, I mean, y'all can make your choices. I don't care. It can get really bad. I mean, I can just see them for the rest of my life. I mean, the way everybody's thinking right now. So, I mean, you just check it out. I mean, you just kind of got to think about, what I'm trying to say is, you got to think about the way it really is. And then one time you'll break. You just like people break at work and everything else. So, anyways, peace. Hopefully I don't break. Hopefully you'll see me playing Frisbee on the beach. I'm going to show you some big waves, other stuff too. And you'll say, Dan, the Bigfoot guy, he's all right. He's okay and he lived. Because I care about people and I care about you. And really in my soul, the only way I can care about somebody is to be true. And to be true in here. Look at that guy. It looks like his face. I just saw it when I zoomed in a second ago. Just check him out. Look at this. I don't know, maybe the cone is too long on the head. I mean, with these black guys wearing these suits out here. Like, right there. A little bit better. Sorry about that, guys. I'm thinking I'm seeing a face.